Okay, this DeltaMath lesson, we're going to just be building on some more of our simplifying polynomial skills. So on this first one, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking the x and multiplying it to everything in this. So that will give me an x to the third. And then an x times minus 2x is minus 2x squared. And x times 3 is plus 3x. So that's what you get the first time. Then I'm going to take my 10 and multiply it through. So that will give me a 10x squared. I like to write my x squareds underneath each other. And then an x squared times 10 times negative 2, is a negative 20x. I like to write the x's underneath each other. Then 10 times 3 is 30. Then for your final answer, you would just combine like terms. So I just have an x to the third. Then I have negative 2 and 10 will make an 8x squared. Then I have a positive 3 and negative 20 will make a negative 17x, and then a plus 30 on the end. So I can submit that, and that will be my answer, and that lets me know what I have going on. We'll go ahead and do one more, and I'm going to do this one using the lattice or box method. So if I was using lattice or box, I would need a 2x and a minus 1 in front since it's the first thing, and then an x squared, a minus 10x, and an 8 here. Then what I would do is I would multiply the 2x times x squared is 2x to the third. 2x times negative 10 is negative 20x. And then 2x times 8 is 16x. Notice we're still multiplying the 2x by all three of the terms in the second parenthesis. We're just writing it differently. Whichever way you'd like to organize it on your paper is fine. Negative 1 times x squared is negative 1x squared. Negative 1 times 10x is positive 10x. And then negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. Once I have this, I need to combine any like terms. Actually, that should have been a 20x squared. I think I said it and didn't write it down. And then when I combine my like terms, I will have a 2x to the third. And then I have the 20 and the negative 1 that match up. So that is minus 21x squared. I have the 16x and the 10x will make a 26x, and then a minus 8 on the end. And that's how you do one like this. This one is another thing, and to multiply, just remember if you have something with a plus or minus with a square, you need to write it twice. So you have an x minus 5 times x minus 5. So I would multiply the x through both of them and the minus 5 through both of them. So when I multiply the x through, I have x squared and a minus 5x. I'll switch colors to do the other part. So I'm going to take my negative 5 and multiply it by both of them. So negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 5 is a plus 25. Do notice I do have an x squared, which would have been the first thing in my parentheses squared. But then I have the extra minus 5 and minus 5 is minus 10x. And then I do have the 5 squared or plus 25 on the end. So you do have the x squared and the negative 5 squared, but you also have this extra minus 10x. That's why you have to write it out and multiply it like that.